Sure, I'm Ethan Vincent. I'm 14 and I'm from New Zealand. This year, I'm a HundrED Youth Ambassador. Today, I'm with Anthony, co-CEO and co-founders of the Makers 3D Learning Program. Thank you for joining, Anthony. I'm so excited to jump into this interview and find out more about you and your work.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me, Ethan.
No worries.
It's a real pleasure to be here.
Yes. Okay, are you ready to dive deep and get started?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's start with the basics. Who are you and how are you making life better for us students?
So, Anthony Chhoy, one of the co-founders of Makers Empire. We started 7 years ago, and the mission of the company was to develop the students' creative confidence, design thinking skills, and interest in STEM, because we really believe that every child should be empowered to become creators, innovators, and problem solvers, just so they can make their world better. We are doing that by creating a fun and easy to use 3D design software that engages the students so that they're learning, but also they're having fun along the way.
Why do you do what you do?
First and foremost, I've got three young children myself, and I think between the co-founders, we've got 9 children, and amongst the executive team, I think it's we've probably got 19 kids amongst us as well. So I think it's as parents, I think it's as we see, and it's our children itself, and we just want them to pursue their interests and their passion. But our job is really to be able to try to give them that just that creativity and just to express themselves. And what we do, we just create the tool or the platform that allows them to do that in their best ability.
Yes, of course, I totally understand that. That was actually really motivating. Sorry. All right, so now that you're warmed up, let's go to the fun question. You have to sing karaoke. What song do you pick?
Oh, karaoke. Now let me. It's not much of a karaoke guy. I like to watch. Yeah, everybody else do all the singing, and I'm doing the entertaining, so I can be entertained. But if I were to sing a song, I think it's probably "This Is the Weekend." I think it's just nice and. It's relaxed, gets me in the zone itself, and
It's fair enough. It gets you in the zone. Love it.
Ethan, you were hoping for something a bit more, like in the 80s or 90s style, right?
No. Was looking for something more funky, you know.
Yeah.
All right. My competitive side comes out to win.
Everything's on the line, Ethan, and you gotta make the call, make or break, and you just make the best decision based on the moment and also the information that you have at hand, and you never look back and you just move forward with it.
Yeah, of course. Fair enough. All right. Those are some very fun questions, if I do say myself. We're going to dig a little deeper with this next section and move to a few more personal questions about your journey. What advice would you give to someone who wants to change the world?
First and foremost, they have to be, cared deeply about the change that they want to make the impact. So I think that's the first thing. And not just to be passionate about it, I think it's to go beyond that, to be obsessed about that. And it's so because you will encounter challenges along the way and obstacles and that, but if you care deeply about the change that you are trying to effect, I think it's just a speed bump, and you'll just keep overcoming every single speed bump that's going to come along the way. The second part, which the person should also you really think about, which I think is a great character, is great values to have, is to empathize. Just to empathize. I mean, empathize with the situation or with the people that or the I guess that they're trying to make the change for. I think that's very important, because when you can empathize with that, you can see it from a different lens, different perspective, and when you can put yourself into that position or the shoes that the person's in, then you can actually understand the problem that you're trying to really address. Then you'll come up with the right solution for it.
Yes, of course. That was truly inspirational. You're one inspirational person, if I did say.
Thank you.
Hey, anytime. What is the greatest challenge you overcame this year?
It's about just the people. It's when I say the people, it's the staff within the company, but also I think it's the customers that we serve, being the students, the teachers, and the parent community as well. The challenge there is that this pandemic, it's like a once in a century, once in a generation impact, which just came and it just went and turned a lot of things upside down. I think to a sense that so the impact then that it had on our customers. First, the students, they had to learn at home, and it disrupted a lot of things. But also, we had to make sure that different people deal with these sort of situations differently, and we're all unique. So we have to really empathize and really care about the people and the staff. So we wanted to support the team and the customers through this. This is where the empathy comes into it, Ethan. And a couple of initiatives that we did, we focus a lot on the mental wellness and the well-being of the team. So we really pride ourselves with that, so that the team will continue to be inspired. And we were very transparent with the team, and we just told them, here's the situation and this is what we're going to do, and we're going to get through this together. And the other part was try to support as best we could our school communities, which is just being completely disrupted. And so we went and took a long-term focus, and it took a bit of pain in the short term, but to give our resources for free for like a 6-month period, and we created a learning at home resources as well, just to support the students, the teachers, and the parent community. And I think that's that went well with our schools, because the principals and the teachers were. Now that when things are starting to go back, they associate Makers Empire as a brand that actually cares and actually understands that there are moments where you just have to really look after the community, and because we're all in this unique situation together, so let's work together and overcome this. Yeah,
I totally relate to what you mean by it's had a massive impact on the students. I've felt it too over the pandemic, and I genuinely think that the students around our world, the support that they need isn't right there when they need it, because we're on a computer, and it sucks because so many students have so much potential, and at the moment, some people are just wasting the potential over the pandemic, and it really sucks.
You're right, and that's why I think it's just important as us being like education providers here, is that let's just try to minimize that and try to support the students, and also when they're trying to study at home, and that just make sure that they don't get left behind. So I think but then we've got to make it really just be positive. So I think there's a lot of negativity around. So, and this is where when we did the learning at home resources there, a lot of stuff is just the positive stuff to make it fun as well. Just to, that we will get through this, and we will be more resilient from this. And it's not the end of the world. Let's just do our best to keep moving forward.
Yes, exactly. And it's great that you've come up with this innovation for students, because it really empowers them and gives them something to enjoy.
Yeah.
What areas do you think we need to focus on in education in the next 10 years?
For us, because we're a company that harnesses like the emerging technology, and I think it's for the focus should be with the next 10 years, because of how rapid the technology has just evolved, especially in the last 10 years, and it's just going to keep going to that trend, is that I think the schools, the teachers should not be scared of the change, not be scared of how disruptive the technology is, and to actually embrace it. And how do you harness that? And also, how do you harness that so that you can use this technology to enable the teaching and the learning outcome? So treat that as an enabler, not something that's going to impact their work from what they have been traditionally been used to. So I think it's a great opportunity, and that's why I think we want the kids to just to be aware of the design thinking principles, the 3D technology. There's going to be virtual reality, augmented reality, there's 5G, all these things are coming, but they're just the actual tool to actually make the life easier and better. So with that, it's the way we see as a company is that over the next 10 years, as these technology continues to advance, use that as an enablement to still achieve the teaching and learning outcomes, in terms of what we were trying to get the students to be, which is just to make their world better, right? Just to get them use that for those purposes.
Thank you for having this conversation, Anthony. It was such a pleasure to sit down with you and learn about the Makers and Empire 3D learning program. This was extremely interesting, and I learned so much. For everyone watching at home, you can find out more information on the Makers Empire 3D learning program and the links below. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate it's the interview, and I can go on all day with you, Ethan. Love the conversation. But before we finish up, though, Ethan, you asked me at the beginning. I had a boring answer for you, not as funky in terms of the song for the karaoke. So I'm going to throw it back at you, Ethan. I guess if there's a music, a song that you want to in the karaoke, what would it be, Ethan?
Baby by Justin Bieber.
Yeah, see, it shows my age, Ethan. Yeah, it's a lot more funky than mine. The Weekend.
I was thinking about it the whole night too. I was like, what if he asks me this question? I need to have an answer.